Hey everybody, Matt Stockton here. I wanted to share some things I've been playing around with today, and it involves multimodal models with long context windows. These models are really capable of working with pretty large videos at this point, and I think that capability opens up this huge set of potential problems we could solve now that we couldn't before. And I'm really keen to find some true problems out there that could be solved more easily with these new tools. So I wanted to show just a quick prototype or an example of what that could look like. One thing I thought of is, can you use video capabilities to help optimize the quoting process for electricians and other home services? And if not the quoting process, is there some other aspect of these jobs that could be made more effective with the help of these models? Now, I haven't done any product discovery on this at all, and I've not talked to any potential customers, so it's possible that this specific idea doesn't make any sense and wouldn't gain any traction. But I do think that there is some benefit to discover out there that involves using video capabilities and multimodal models to help make processes better. So here's what I did. The first thing I did is I took a video on my iPhone of a hypothetical electrical project that I want to do at my house involving installing an EV charger. And I'm going to play that 2-minute video now.
In this video, I'm going to describe an electrical project that I want to get a quote for. So I'm planning to install an EV charger inside of my garage. Here is my garage right now. And we will go inside the garage first. And I'd like to install it on this side of the garage. Here's an image or a view from my garage to my house. And I think we'll have to run some underground conduit in there through the yard over here. And the electrical box is in the room behind this window here. And I will go inside and show you that quick. That's in the basement. Going down the stairs here. There's a view through the window. So here we go down the stairs to the electrical boxes in this room here. There are 2 panels. I will do an image of each panel for you. So there's one. And there's some information about what's in this panel. And this is the other one. And some information about what's in this panel. And the window that we had seen from the exterior, where I believe we need to run the conduit through, is right here. And so I'm hoping this is enough information to get started on the quote.
Okay, so I went through and did that. I don't really know much about these types of projects and try to describe to the best of my abilities. But then what I did is I wanted to create a good prompt to send to Gemini, which is the multimodal model with a really long context window. So I used Claude to help me build a prompt. And that's one other interesting thing to highlight about these language models is you can use them to build prompts. Like, you don't have to be an expert at prompt engineering. You can tell the LLM now to be the expert, and you can give as much information as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect, and then it can take that and build a better prompt. So I came into Claude and I said it was an expert prompt builder for multimodal LLM models that can accept video, and I want you to create me an extremely detailed prompt, and I gave it my objectives. I'm going to upload a video describing a project. I want to transcribe the audio and understand it. I want to understand what the narrator is asking for in terms of scope of the electrical project. And then I said, give me a actual scope of project, including labor and materials, and ultimately give me a detailed quote. So you can kind of read through this, pause the video if you want to. And what that did is it gave me this quote, or this prompt, which is much more detailed and provides much more kind of step-by-step instructions for the model. Carefully watch the entire video, paying attention to visual details of the electrical systems, components, and environment shown. So pretty detailed quote. Like I would never be able to write this myself from scratch, which I think is a really cool aspect of these models now. So then what I did next is I took this prompt and the video that I just showed you, and I came into Google AI Studio, which is the web way to run um, the Gemini models for free. You can obviously access these models via API, but this is kind of a playground you can use. So I took the video, I took the prompt I generated in Claude, and I let it go. And there were a couple. The first iteration was good. It didn't provide a dollar amount, and I really wanted it to provide a dollar amount. It also asked some questions and clarifications. So I had a couple back and forths. Can you please modify the quote to include actual prices for materials and labor? Use your best knowledge to estimate these costs given an install location in Shorewood. Pumped out some answers again. And then I had another follow up to try to ask it to review the video again to answer its follow-up questions around electrical panel details, and then also to incorporate its knowledge of Shorewood permit and building codes to change the final cost, and also have a single value versus a range, just to try it out, see what it would do. And so the quote is pretty interesting, right? So it really understood what I was trying to describe in the video. It understood that I needed to run some conduit underground. I think it actually estimated the length of the conduit. So it gives you a the phases of the project that you need to do. And I don't know if it's correct, but it's definitely a starting point. And you could take this capability and really, if you were to build a product around it, right, you wouldn't just ship this. You'd really have to refine the prompts and understand how it's working and get feedback. But it's pretty incredible that you can do this with raw video in like 10 minutes. And so it gives you a materials list, it gives you labor estimates, and ultimately it gives you a total estimated cost. Again, I have no idea if this is right. I did get a project quoted like this in the past, and it's in the ballpark for sure. But it's super, super interesting. And I think this might not be the exact idea that would benefit electricians, but I'm really keen to see if the video capabilities unlock a whole new set of problems that maybe not a lot of people are even thinking about right now, or are thinking that it's possible to solve. And I did this in about 10 minutes. If you were to build some type of product around this idea, you could obviously add a lot more user control and figure out exactly what the user wanted to do. And that's all hard work and likely to lead to a lot of dead ends. But the point here is that this capability to even do this unlocks a whole set of product ideas that weren't even possible before. It's a really incredible time to be building with large language models and multimodal models, and things are changing daily, which is really exciting. Anyways, wanted to share this, thought it was really cool. Reach out to me if you want to talk more about this, about what you're building, if this spurns any ideas involving multimodal capabilities, or if you need help figuring out how to take the first steps in AI for your business. I'd be happy to hear from you.